So this is not some video to make younger men or anybody lose hope. Like, this is a video to open your eyes to what's going on and how things work, how things run, and how things operate. And it's never just this black and white either. Like, there's always ins and outs and certain ways you can do things at any age, but for things to work out for yourself in, let's say, a relationship as a younger man, let's say if you're in between the ages of 18 to 24 as a younger man, chances are you're probably not going to have a relationship that's going to work unless you're a professional athlete, like at that age, and even then some of those end. So yeah, like I said, this is not a video to make anybody in general lose hope, but to do the opposite. So women in between the ages of 18 to 24, these women want older, mature men who are self-established, who have life experience, who have been there, who's done that, who knows who he is, knows what he wants, he's on the right path. Women want that guy. Bro, 18-year-olds are crawling for those kind of guys. Like, as long as you're a man and you do the work, by the time you're in your later 20s, bro, you're going to have literally 18-year-olds just hooting and hollering and crawling and bawling. They're going to be coming after you. And 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, etc., etc. But this is how it's going today, bro. I speak with many people. I'll let your mind wander about that, but listen to this. I speak with many people and I ask questions. It allows me to do videos like these because I get answers. I'm telling you guys right now, all of these younger women, from questions I ask, yes, they want the more mature, more established men. They think it's an absolute nightmare dating guys their own age, because guys their own age don't know what they're doing. So as long as you do the work as a man, by the time you're in your later 20s, you're going to strike. Big time. And it might feel like overnight that it's just like a tsunami of women, but that's how she goes. And the whole time what you're going to feel when this happens is you deserve this the whole time, but that's just not how it works. Like, you literally have to have the proof. You have to be that guy. It could happen overnight. And watch the energy shift. Watch the energy in women in general shift towards yourself. You can go from like kind of struggling with women, they're just unsure about you, things like this, to just a tidal wave, a tsunami of dozens and dozens and dozens of pretty damn good looking girls who have a good amount of interest in yourself. And this is exactly why we find ourselves as a society, why things are the way they are today, and why women complain about those kind of guys, although they want those kind of guys. It's just that they can't all get them, because there's not that many guys equal to as many pretty females. There's far more pretty females than well-established men. Far more. They're all over the place. But established, successful men are not. And that's why when you become that, a fucking tsunami of them are coming. A tsunami. And you're going to be the one picking and choosing, doing whatever you want. Some's going to be very upset with you because they're not going to have their way with you, and they're not used to that, but they still find you more attractive than everybody else. They're not going to settle for anybody else. They wanted you. You might not have wanted them, but they wanted you. So this is how she goes. And here's the thing about this. If you're a younger man, don't sit here and shoot yourself in the foot. Damn it. And harm yourself or do something retarded. Put in the fucking work. Like, F everybody else your own age. If they don't want to put in the time and put in the grind, go your way. Do the things you want to do. Focus and level up the way you want to do it. And watch you come out on top, and watch all the other people around the same age as yourself. As time keeps going on, watch how jealous they get of you because you're just on a completely different stratosphere. You're going to be lining chicks up left, right, and center. You're not even going to know who to get on what day of the week, or whatever's going on. And like I said, in the process of all of this, some women will fail. As a man, when you get yourself to a certain point, you will have women competing for you. You're going to have women doing certain things to try to win you over, which is them competing for you. There's always going to be the more arrogant females as well, where they have a huge ego and they don't feel the need to compete because they're so used to having their way with every guy. When a guy like you comes around, they might be super attracted to you, but they say, F this, I'm not competing for this guy, who does he think he is? And they just have that mindset. But those are the same types of females that's going to lose a good lad like yourself. So they can take the L because you have the power, because you're more rare than that pretty female is. Like you just are. It's not you think you are or we think we are. You fucking are. So they can cry about it. They can complain about it. They don't have to act right because they're never acting right towards any other guy they deal with. But when it comes to yourself, for once in their lives, they're dealing with a lad who has power and leverage. Because if she don't want to do what's right, you can deal with her and her and her and her and her and her and her. Oh yeah, and her friend. Oh my God. Yeah. That's the kind of power you have. You're that rare. You become that rare because you put in the work. That's where your success is at. That's where your SMV is at. That's how good you are. You probably have the looks on your side. You probably have height to a degree. You're probably ripped. You're probably jacked. You're probably successful. You probably got just a shitload of good things about yourself. You look like a very good bet. This is what happens when you become a man of true value, because you valued yourself and your years and you built yourself into that. Anyone on earth could be a bum. Anyone on earth could be a superior man of value who gets his way. You can be whatever the fuck you want to be. The floor is yours. And like I said, there's always going to be the more arrogant women who feels the need to, oh, I'm not competing for this guy and she's just going to let you go. But there's a million more right there. There's a tidal wave of them. You can deal with as many as you want. You can do whatever the hell you want to do. And guess what? When you build yourself up, it's exactly what you're going to do. Me personally, my mind continues to change. My outlooks continue to change on women and what I want and when I want it. Because my personal life continues to change and grow and evolve. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'm going to do what I feel like doing all the time. That's what I'm going to do because I have earned it. These younger pretty females, bro, they were given it. They don't have to earn anything. Like they're just given opportunities left, right, and center. If they want to do that, they can do that because that's the power they have. And good on them. But guess what? We're going to earn that over time. We're going to earn some type of power and leverage just like that. And we ain't going to take it easy on nobody when we do that. Can you fucking blame us? We are like ticking time bombs just ready to go off. And I'm not talking about like that. That didn't sound right, but you understand what I'm talking about. We're ready to get our worth. We're ready to do what we're going to do. Dominate. Just like we dominate in our own personal lives, we're going to dominate the field. We're going to do whatever we want to do. Whatever we want to do. We are now eligible to be in that candy store. There's lots of different candy in here. I ain't finna just grab the same amounts of candy and put it in one bag. There's all kinds of stuff. We now have access to the candy store. Like younger, hotter women are allowed to get into the candy store. So many men are closed off to the candy store until they become a specific somebody. We finna go nuts when we're in there. Women should not blame us. This is just how it is. They will never understand because they don't live this experience. It's impossible for a woman to live that experience because when they get older, they don't all of a sudden gain all this value. They already had it. They already had that value when they're young. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. So nobody can blame us. And I'm not even necessarily just go out there and be the biggest man whore of all time. Just do what you want to do. You might be talking to many different women or something like this, and you're just kind of testing the waters, seeing who you like, seeing who you don't like, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. Or you can be the biggest man whore of all time. You can do whatever you want. I do what I want to do. You guys can do whatever you want to do. That's what I say. Go ahead and do. But this is not something you're just going to be given as a man. You're going to have to earn this right. And you will have this right if you put in the work. Bro, there's 19, 20-year-olds where I come from that go to the same gym as myself. And the mindset they have is just absolute dog shit. I'm not going to lie. Like they think it's over. Oh my God, it's over. I'm going to be single forever and all this bullshit. It's like, bro, do you have any idea the opportunities you're going to have by the time you're in your later 20s if you just keep doing the work right now? Like, do you have even a clue? There's going to be all kinds of stuff. There's girls right now that aren't even of age for those types of guys that are just of age now. There's 12, 13-year-old girls, as crazy as that sounds, that's going to be eligible by the time, guys that I know that's 18, 19, 20, by the time they're in their later 20s, let's say 27, 28, 29, those girls are now going to be eligible for those guys, and those girls are going to go after those guys if those guys put in the work. That's something they don't understand. It's because they never lived it yet. That's why it's unbelievable. Like, bro, I even wish I knew that stuff deeper whenever I was younger, because you go from being the guy in high school to wheeling the prettier girls your own age, because when you're in high school, girls that are in high school don't go after older men because they're still underage, so they're going after men the same age or a year older or maybe a year younger, but around the same age. And as a young man at this time, you're used to getting the prettier girls like I was at this age. But you turn 19, all of a sudden, these girls don't want you no more. They want to go out. They want to party. They want to experience. They just want to go off because they have so much value. They're so young and they're so beautiful. They're meeting new guys from this university, that university, going to party 3 hours away to a different university. That's just the way it goes. That's just the way it goes. So a lot of girls around that time, they want to stay single, they want to mingle, they want to party, they want to get crazy. So as a man, you can try to you can do the same thing they're doing, or you can say, F that. I'm going to focus on my life. I'm going to build myself up. And as the years go on, from all my hard work and discipline, I'm going to have the pick of the litter. And by the time I do this, all these party girls are going to be over the hill, hit the wall. The young girls are here. Some of them are going to be smart, and some of them are going to want a more successful older man who's experienced that they can call daddy. And this is how she goes. So, like I said, I don't want any younger guy. Like, bro, you might be younger now. You're not going to be young forever. Like, are you kidding me? You're not going to be young forever. You're not going to be inexperienced forever. You're getting older. You're going to get older. Like, be disciplined. Be smart. Don't be stupid. Put in the work, and you will be surprised what you make happen over time. There's going to be a lot of dudes that's jealous of you, bro. A lot of dudes. Because you can simply do things that they can't. You can pull things off that they can't because of all the work you've done and all the work they did not do. This is what it comes down to. And, yeah, man, I'm telling you guys, like, the amount of women I've talked to and asked questions to, like, bro, there's not one female in between the age of 18 and 24 that said they want some guy their age, blah, blah, blah. They just don't. They all want the guy that's quite a bit older than themselves. At least 3 to 5 years. At the least, bro. They're going up to 10 years older. Typically in between 3 to 10 years older. And most of the time it's closer to the 10-year gap. Because those guys have built themselves. Those guys are great bets for her survival. Guys her own age, these girls view them kind of as clowns. They're just like little kids still. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know where they're going. They don't have a purpose. They don't have a vision. They're not busting their ass in the gym even. They're just trying to get a little piece of tail, and that's all they're doing. They don't have anything. Nothing. So when you build yourself up over time, you have lots. You have lots of leverage. You're a good bet for her survival. She views you as very attractive. She wants to come along on your journey because she knows the benefits. She understands the benefits. She understands that there's not a lot of you. But some of these arrogant women, bro, who's used to just having their way with every single guy they encounter, they're going to envy you. Because you can do the exact same thing they do and they're not used to it. Bro, they're used to gaining so much power over every man they deal with. There's those kinds of females as well. Where they see your success and they get insecure about it because they know the power and leverage you have. They don't want you to have it. Some women are power hungry and they don't care how good or successful or badass you are. Some of them don't care that much about it, but those women are red flags anyways. Those are the same women that will be single later on in life, even if they get some guy right now. They're always going to throw him away. They're always going to get with some guy. He's going to be the wrong guy for the rest of her life because she does not understand what's best for her. The thing that's best for her is what she's insecure about. The thing that's best for her is that guy that has power that could possibly break her heart. She don't want to risk it for the biscuit. She would rather be insecure, hate on that guy, go after lower tier, lower males, and screw around with them and then break up with them and break up with them and break up with them. instead of dealing with daddy. That's what she's going to do. It happens time and time again. It's those types of females, bro. And a lot of the time, those females be hot. But they're a little bit psycho. And they just don't realize what's best for them. And they're the same females, when you start talking to them, they tell you, oh, I always pick the wrong guys and stuff like this. Well, whose fault is that? That's your mistake, and that's something you have to learn from. And maybe be a better female to the guy that has a little more power over yourself. Maybe be better to him. Maybe be the right female. But no, those types of females, bro, they will never be the right female for that guy. Because they feel entitled. They feel, I don't have to do this or that, or whatever attitude they have. That's just how it goes. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much the end of this video. And, yeah. On to the next, as per usual. Last piece of advice for the younger guys. Don't beat yourself up. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Bro, you're not going to be young forever. You're going to get a bit older. You're going to get a bit more attractive. Possibly a lot more attractive. And the ball is going to be in your court more than girls around the same age as yourself. Especially if you do the work. If you do the work, bro, you're going to be laughing. Here comes a tsunami of females. All you're going to see is a tsunami coming. And bikinis just flying off. Tsunami of women. Bikinis going over here, over there. There goes a blue one. There goes a red one. You don't know what's coming. A bikini's going to hit you upside your head. You're not going to know what can hit you.